ओम श्री परमात्मने नमः। हरि ओम। हरि ओम श्री परमात्मने नमः। ओम हरि ओम श्री परमात्मने नमः। ओम श्री परमात्मने नमः। हरि ओम। ओम श्री परमात्मने नमः। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। नारायणं पद्मभवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यम् श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यम् तं त्रोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यानस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तं वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। नमोस्तवन्नन्ताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादाक्षिशिरोरुबाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटिः युगधारिणे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देव कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Sacchidananda Rupaya Vishwatpatyaadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Om Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Dear Divine Selves, on the fourth day of Bengaluru Vedanta GyanYajna, I extend a hearty welcome to all of you. And in the evening sessions, we have been dwelling on the inner purport of 13th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, that is Kshatra Kshatragya Vibhaga Yoga. Till yesterday, we have covered 14 verses of 13th chapter. Not all the 14, but selected verses. And yesterday we were dwelling on 14th verse of 13th chapter. This 13th chapter, named Kshatra Kshatragya Vibhaga Yoga, is a quintessence of entire Advaita Vedanta. And I have done research on this chapter for many years with help of dozens and dozens and dozens of different bhashyas and commentaries, and more than that, I have tried to experiment and experience the inner nuances of the 13th chapter, and when they got revealed to me and I began to rejoice and revel in my ever attained Kshatragya nature, this was end of it. Nothing remains to be known, nothing remains to be attained. For as Adi Shankaracharya in his Atma Bodha, in his own inimitable style, as he says, Yat labhana param labham, yat sukhana param sukham, yat gyattvana param jnanam, tat brahmbhet avadharayet. And the next verse, most probably it's a 54 and 56 verse of Atma Bodha. The next one also. Yat drishtva na param drishyam, yat bhutva na punarbhavaha, yat gyatva na param geyam, tat brahmbhet avadharayet. Tat brahmbhet avadharayet. Tat brahmbhet avadharayet. If you understand the simple meaning of these two verses, forget the rest of Vedanta and philosophy, your life will not remain the same. What he is saying? Let's take the simple meaning. Yat labhana param labham, yat sukhana param sukham. Which लाभ and which सुख? कौन सा लाभ और कौन सा सुख? the gain and sukha of Brahma Jnana, self-realization, God realization. This labha, this is sukha. So he says, know that to be Brahman. Know, O seeker, O mumukshu, O jiva, you are seeking God, Lord Brahman. Where, who, what? That Brahman, know for sure is that gaining, attaining which there nothing remains to be attained. That Brahman is that bliss or happiness being attained. No happiness, no bliss remains to be attained. That Brahman, know that as Brahman, knowing which nothing remains to be attained. Know that reality, know that essence, know that truth. And in the next verse, as he said, know that as Brahman, the Paramatman, that your own reality, your own Atman, seeing whom yat drishtva na param drishyam. Oh. In an house of humanity, show me a single, even attempt similar to these kind of things, even in metaphysics or poetry or drama, anywhere in the world. But due to subjugation of 700-800s, we, the Sanatana Dharmis, have forgotten the glory of these great declarations, saying, seeing which, perceiving which, nothing remains to be perceived. Know that as Brahman. And most importantly, yat bhutva na punarbhavaha, becoming which nothing more remains to become. That is, you become free from avagamana, you become all of all, you become all for all, you become all as all. These are my words, but these are the ones. Remember, punarbhavaha. You don't return back, you transcend incessant cycle of birth and death. Why? You realize there is nothing more to be attained. I am all of all, I am all of all, always, ever. I alone am, there is nothing. Where should and what for I hanker after anything or rebirth or anything. That, and then knowing which nothing remains to be known. Dwell upon this, the depth and width and the loftiness of this, the poetic beauty. Even if you find it difficult to understand the philosophy, just think about. And when Adi Shankara says, it means the Upanishads say, that is what Bhagavad Gita says. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says the same. Yam labdhva cha param labham manyate nadhikam tata. So you have not come here for helping others. You have not come to do mercy on anybody else. You have come here and you must come here and you must know that Brahman, the supreme reality that is ever present within you, because that's end of all. You manage to attain everything that is there, you manage to know everything as it is, and you become everything. Brahmavid Brahmai bhavati, Atmavid Atmai bhavati. Tarati shokam atmavid. Atmavid apnoti param. All the different mantras of different Upanishads saying the same great glory of self-realization, Brahman realization. And these are mantras that if you want the permanent cessation of all your sorrows, sufferings, and attainment of absolute bliss, that is the most fundamental desire of every single jiva, not only human beings. Therefore, Vedanta is not giving you something that you don't need. Essentially, there is not a human being or every other living being, chara achara, who is not seeking what either Shankara's verses or Lord Krishna's verses are suggesting. Unless and until you become all of all. That is what Ashtavakra also says. Oh Janaka, unless and until you become all of all, by way of realizing your true nature, that is all, one non-dual supreme pure consciousness, Sacchidananda, you are not going to be permanently contented. That's why you have to do that. It's not my problem. It's not problem of Lord Krishna or Ashtavakra. It's your problem. It's your disease. Therefore, you have to take the remedy. I am Bhavaroga Vaidyam. The Guru, Kshatriya Brahmanishta Guru is Bhavaroga Vaidyam. He will prescribe the medicine, but the medicine has to be taken by you. The Guru can't take it for you. So, Kshatriya Brahmanishta Guru is giving the nectar of Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita and Brahma Sutras as pill. One single dose pill, that is panacea for all the ills and woes that have been afflicting you for time immemorial. He is not here to treat himself. He is free. But you are not free, for you think that you are body, you are mind, you are aggregate of senses which are subject to birth, death, mutation, suffering. So know for sure that you are here not to help others. Please help yourself. As they say, doctor, heal thyself. Teacher, teach yourself. So, here, O patient, who is patient? Every jiva is patient. Patient of what? Sorrow, suffering, patient of ignorance. What he or she is not, he has out of delusion come to believe, and he is suffering from time immemorial. Therefore, embark upon this journey, eternal, ultimate journey. Atmavid apnoti param. That is param, when there is permanent cessation of all sorrows and sufferings and attainment of absolute bliss. And that is possible only and only and only and only by self-realization, God-realization, Sakshat aparoksha brahmanubhuti, that is called moksha, mukti, nirvana. There are dozens of phrases and words one could say, but the vastu is one. Tattva bodha, satya bodha, atma bodha, brahma jnana, paramatma sakshatkara. These are words. The act is one, attainment is one, the glory is one, the result is one. That is atyantik dukha nivrtihi paramananda praptischa. And that is the ultimate aim, objective, knowingly or unknowingly, every jiva is acting upon through mind, words, and physical action. So Vedanta is not giving something which you don't need or not seeking. You are always knowingly or unknowingly seeking the same. When you are looking for beautiful wife, a rich, handsome husband, you are seeking the post of prime ministership, presidentship, becoming CEO of a multinational company, whether you want to get Nobel Prize, whether you want to become the great writer, in every single worldly desire you are seeking nothing but Sacchidananda, that is eternal existence, pure consciousness and bliss infinite, unconditioned, unfettered bliss absolute. Even in the worldly existence and worldly endeavors and efforts, essentially you are seeking Brahman alone. By that definition, I declare there is not a single jiva on the planet who is not a mumukshu, but he doesn't know, he or she doesn't know the mystery of existence. So he or she is seeking that moksha in worldly pleasures, in material immanent world of perishable objects, but essentially her desire is the same. The desire of Adi Shankaracharya, Rama, Krishna, sages and seers, and the desire of, let me say, desire of Hitler, Mussolini, terrorists or animals, in ultimate sense is one. As per their definition, someone says that I should kill the entire humanity and become cream. Her own way he wants to become in possession of the bliss. It's wrong, it is not possible. Nonetheless, no one is seeking other than Sat Chit Ananda. Knowingly or unknowingly, even in the worldly endeavors, efforts, and their attainment, a bit of the Sacchidananda alone you are enjoying or getting, but it's a partial, tiny part of that. So, oh Jiva, as my Gurudev used to say, why are you doing this petty job, petty dhandha? Become the biggest businessman, do the most profitable job, and that is Brahma Vidya, Atma Sakshatakara, that is Paramahansa Vidya. That is what the Prasthana Traya is giving unto the mankind. The Upanishads, Brahma Sutra and Bhagavad Gita are giving nothing that you are not seeking, but out of your stupor, ignorance, you don't think that it is possible in this way. But the sages and seers of this Tapo Bhumi, Bharat Bhumi managed to crack the ultimate secret of ultimate bliss. I think Swami Ramatirtha, somebody said this. Listen, this is so beautiful. They say, we used to read in schools essay in second or third standard in Hindi. दुनिया में मानव इतिहास की सबसे बड़ी क्रांति उस दिन हुई जिस दिन बिजली का आविष्कार हुआ. Childhood, I remember. So Swami Ramatirtha, somebody says, and somebody said that, oh, this invention when happened, this was the memorable day, greatest invention. Some say this explosion of atom bomb discovery, Oppenheimer leading the Manhattan Project, atom bomb project. He was director of Advanced Institute of Science at Princeton University for 20 years, and he was the one, he was given heading the task of making the atom bomb, and who was knower of Sanskrit and Bhagavad Gita. When the first explosion of atom bomb happened, he recited that Shloka, Bhagavad Gita. The light of that first explosion was, as described in Bhagavad Gita, in Vishwarupa, that millions and millions of suns, the light of breaking forth. American learned Sanskrit, headed and manufactured the first atom bomb, and director of Advanced Institute of Science at Princeton University, inspired by Vedanta so long back, and we, the so-called inheritors of that legacy, oh no, Swami ji, आत्म साक्षात्कार से क्या मिलेगा, भगवान कृष्ण के भगवद गीता में क्या है? Ralph Waldo Emerson, go on Google, do Emerson, greatest philosopher, most celebrated philosopher. There is not a single poet, writer, author, scientist, philosopher who has remained untouched and who has not been deeply affected by Ralph Waldo Emerson. He was a Christian, and he was the greatest champion. He mastered first American Bhagavad Gita. In today's terms, the copy he requested and got from some British colonial officer, it will, I calculated 10 lakh or something, but he said, please get hold of one copy of Bhagavad Gita, and then later he got Upanishads, and he would rejoice. Who is he? The greatest American thinker. You go, who is enamored by Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads? Schopenhauer says, the great philosopher, Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita are solace of my life, they will be solace of my death. There is no literature in the human history that is as lofty. Schopenhauer, just look, French philosopher. There is no literature in the analysis of human history anywhere which is as lofty. And he says the entire Western metaphysics compared to the Upanishads appears so penny and petty. He was not Hindu, they were not Hindus, they didn't belong to RSS, even RSS was not there. But we, due to our sense of self-flagellation and self-loathing, due to being subjugated, have lost the glory. So almost extinct Advaita Vedanta has become almost extinct, and at best you have to give some political message. I am not objecting to, as they did in Calcutta during this Gita Jayanti day. After a week they did that. Lakhs and lakhs of sannyasi came, and for a few hours millions of sannyasi will sit together and we will chant some verses of Bhagavad Gita. Symbolic political meaning granted, sir, but that is not the essence of Bhagavad Gita, the chanting of Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita book will become enlightened and immortal and powerful. You will remain coward. This will be a I'm still not denying, but it has only political meaning and dimension. That is very petty. One day you did. But realize whether you gathered in millions, but whether you gathered in millions or you didn't, even if one of you, even one true seeker and knower of Bhagavad Gita, and who has imbibed and who begins to live that life, he will be much more powerful than all 140 crores of Indians. Be that is the essence of Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita. So, reading good, chanting good, please do that. But that's not end of it. That is not the purport of Bhagavad Gita. Try to read it, understand it, imbibe it, practice it, and become what you are supposed to become what Lord Krishna had laid the map before you. Menu in the restaurant is not the food. Yesterday we rejoiced the Udupi, the famous Udupi vegetarian next to the Art of Living. So we saw the menu and all of a sudden, no, this is not. Thali lao, ye lao, what? The menu is not food. all the Shastras are menu, only the food is separate. And we are rejoicing, oh, I am great Pandit of... I'm not going to name very well-known sannyasis in UP. They say, they challenge to Shankaracharya. They Shankaracharya, I know, मुझे सब वेद कंठस्थ है, सब मुझे ये शास्त्र कंठस्थ है. And go and examine their life and behavior as if he has not understood a single. Forget about Advaita Vedanta. Even Purana, if you understand the secret, you won't behave with such a petty mindset that you begin challenging. I'm the best knower, I'm the Vedas knower. Give me this Bharat Ratna. The same sannyasi and these people. That's dharma ka dhandha. You are not true carrier of the legacy of Lord Krishna. So, become, please come. I am not saying that you don't, but your faint attempt is not going to save Advaita Vedanta, nor it's going to make India again Vishwa Guru and most powerful. But even few chosen ones who really understand the inner nuance and meaning of Advaita Vedanta, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads and Brahma Sutras, and not only they preach, they practice and they become what it has happened, and that is what Vivekananda did. We today visited Ramakrishna Mission, Bengaluru. One person, Ramakrishna Paramahansa and Vivekananda. Now, see the role he played. Rabindranath Tagore, Gandhi and all the thinkers of that time openly accepted the unprecedented Aurobindo. He said that he alone, he got inspired by Swami Vivekananda. Subhash Chandra Bose, he was so enamored and inspired by Swami Vivekananda. Was Swami Vivekananda giving political speech, social sciences? It was pure Vedanta and Vedanta and Vedanta alone. He said somewhere, I have never ever quoted in my entire life anything but Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita. That's, even he is talking somehow indirectly about self. The solution lies in your assertion, your confidence that I am that immortal reality. I can fight any devil. I won't allow my self-respect. I can protect. Had there been a few chosen self-realized Sanatanis, do you think that Bhaktiyarudin Khilji, who entered through Khyber Pass and kept burning and destroying and conquering, and then Nalanda Vishwavidyalaya, the greatest university of the time in 9th century, from all over the world, greatest professors used to come there, and the greatest library, and 300 years after that, the first college of the first university of the West, that is Bilawal College or something of Oxford University. The first college in modern times, and that again it became like the Presidency College where Swami Vivekananda was, but it has been now deemed university or something. And 300 years before that, the greatest library the Indians had created, and that kept burning. 2 years before I became sannyasi, I went aside, it was crying. It's still all black. And the name also, still the Bakhtiyarpur is that place, it's the name of that. The Israelis, the Jews, they say, and that's the truth, that Hindus are the only people. And now the Americans are saying, and they are absolutely true. And how great a shame. Hindus, Sanatan Dharmis are the only people who adore, glorify, immortalize their conquerors, their destroyers, their marauders. Or else, why the Aurangzeb road in Delhi? Every day you used to go next to this Lodi garden and all that. Now they have renamed it AP. But there are many. Babar Road, Babar Nagar, Aurangzeb Nagar, Bakhtiyar. No, can you go in Germany, and he was a German, it was not somebody else, but you can name the road of, even in Germany I am saying, forget about either America. Can you name any place as Hitler Lane? He was not foreign conqueror, still he was German. Still Can you go in Italy and name any lane or nagar as Mussolini lane? They have this much of sensibility, but we are so stupid that not even if one could imagine that homegrown, home-born one who was very bad or something, Ravana and Kansa, one could imagine. But those who came from far away and conquered us and destroyed us, everything, we are still cherishing their memories, and we have named our colonies and townships in their name. It relates to, I am not talking something irrelevant. Vedanta is not going to become popular. Vedanta is not going to remain as a living legacy. Just it will remain in the book. I will have to tell that story. The Vedanta remaining confined to books and Vedanta becoming light unto yourself. I told you, no, be light unto yourself is two different sets of possibilities. I am talking about this unless and until people understand that this Vedanta, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads are not mumbo jumbo, heresies or faith. So, Swami Ramatirth is giving discourse, Vedantic discourse in America, 1902. And the best philosophers and best scientists are in attendance as listeners. This 30-year-old young boy, awkward wearing naked body. So somebody asked, "Oh, Swami Rama, you are declaring that the Vedanta is the greatest literature, greatest mantra, and you are the one where it originated. So why have you remained enslaved for centuries and centuries together?" But in question, he said, "You are right." And he answered, listen, and that every Indian should know. There lies the secret of the great Bharata, Vishwaguru Bharata. We can make, and individually also we can become all immortal. He said, "Oh, Americans, go ahead. I have complete works of Swami Ramatirtha, 10 volumes. I just enjoy, rebel, the kind of man." One side thing I will narrate. When Swami Vivekananda returned from America, touring now India, so this undivided India, this Rama was Tirath Rama. He was descendant of Goswami Tulsidas. But they had migrated, very poor. His father had died and all that. I think mother also. Mama ne unka palan poshan karke bhains bech ke kaise. But he was from KG nursery to mathematics MSc. He was throughout topper. He got scholarship. And he was studying. He was topper in his studies. Yet at such a young age he was studying Vedantic, not only Vedantic philosophy, but all the philosophy and definitely Vedanta. So when Vivekananda returned back and taking a tour, and then he went to Lahore, where he was a student, mathematics honors student. See, Rama had come there on the railway station. He was very intelligent. He had studied Vedanta and all the young men. So he came to see and charisma of Vivekananda. Thousands of people used to come. So he saw a young man coming. It was a very inspiring story. So he talked something immediately. He came, he started saying, and then Rama said this, Swamiji and this. So Swami Vivekananda got so impressed that he was gifted a very costly watch by some American big man. And he used to wear that. He took it out and said, "Rama," he said, that's there. "Rama, it's for you." He gifted to that unknown boy. And then he said, he predicted Vivekananda at that point, "Rama, you will become the true torch bearer of Advaita, I dare predict." And just within 2-3 years, he passed as a topper in mathematics. He became a professor there. And blue ribbon scholarship used to be given to Commonwealth, all countries and all that. He was the one who secured that. But by then he had become so enlightened and all that, he left that job. That's a very inspiring story. Vivekananda was born in a very aristocratic family. I went to his house also last time, and we know the history. Almost like Attorney General, his grandfather. But he slipped to the poverty and all that. He didn't get a job. You must have seen he would, oh, give me some job and all that. He was not getting oh, story, let me tell you. Can you believe it, that story? ऐसे दिन थे जब खाने के लाले थे, रोटी के पैसे नहीं, चावल के पैसे नहीं, भुखमरी के शिकार थे, वो थे, उनकी माँ थी और जो उनका चाचा था वो तंग करता था, सारा पैसा ले लिया, ये किया वो क्या. तो इन शॉर्ट वे आई वुड से ऐसे दिन आए कि विवेकानंद को ये पता चला और समझ में आता था कि जो कहां से कुछ भी मिलेगा, थोड़ा कुछ घर में होगा तो बना करके माता बोलेगी कि मैंने खा लिया है बेटा, तू खा ले. तो do you know what happened? Then Vivekananda came to know. Then he decided that no, that's terrible. So he used to go out in search of job and all that. He wouldn't get neither job nor any food. So he would return back and he would shout from माँ 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 माँ, कैसी हो, खाना खा लिया तुमने? देखो आज तो हमने बहुत छोड़ा के खूब खाए हैं, भरपेट खाए हैं. खाया तुमने? सीधा हट. आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? सो दैट ताकि माँ ये सोच करके कि मुझे भूखा आया हो, इसको खिला दो, ये कितने दिन से भूखी है, तो झूठ बोलते थे. सो इतने एरिस्टोक्रेटिक फैमिली से होकर के जॉब तक नहीं मिला. एंड रामा स्टोरी इज टोटली डिफरेंट. बोर्न इन ए very poor, pathetic situation of a Brahman family, Goswami family, bereaved parents somehow, but throughout topper, and he got the best job possible. He became a professor immediately after, got blue ribbon scholarship, and left the job, and became sannyasi. Went to Haridwar, Har Ki Pauri. His wife and children also followed. One died, then he somehow persuaded, she returned back. So that is the Rama, inspired Rama. In Lahore University, so Vivekananda said, now see. And that man goes there, America. Can you, Vivekananda accept? I'm not giving any judgment, he donations and all that, but Rama didn't accept a single dollar and penny. He returned back empty-handed. He said, no, I won't accept, I'm sannyasi. And you see, many people have written. C.F. Andrews, he was president of Indian National Congress. And though Gandhi, Tagore, everybody has glorified even Rama, but C.F. Andrews had said something remarkable. He said, the Rama's personality was far more mercurial and charismatic than Swami Vivekananda. It's another matter that he didn't institutionalize. And that is true. जब अमेरिका में बोलते थे तो do you know what used to happen? I couldn't believe it. He is quoting Bible and saying, oh, stupid Americans, you don't understand Bible. I will tell you the inner secret. He attacking. And they will begin to cry and be out of love. They will ऐसे लेके उनको झुलाते थे, गोदी में लेकर के उस बालों को. पागल की तरह पागल हो जाते थे. The truth and the love and the sharpness of the mind, the self-realized master. And Ramatirtha used to say, Ralph Waldo Emerson was the greatest self-realized master. आप तो बोलोगे सन्यासी बना था क्या, हिंदू था क्या, आया था क्या? No, he was the self-realized master. So what I'm saying, just giving discourses, this and that, is okay. But as a country, as a society, as a civilization, Sanatan Dharma and Bharatavarsha without Vedanta is as good as dead. I'm telling you, the essence of Sanatan Dharma, the American Revolution of this transcendentalist movement, Anderson was the leader of that, and that was started by Sanatan. He translated, I've heard from Ramatirtha only. Anderson was the one who got Brahma Purana, Vishnu Purana, translated for the first time in English in America. Even Puranas. And you say, no, my Shankaracharya, my revered this and that. Oh, it's fine, sir. But Vedanta is the only literature in human history that doesn't address to anyone. It's a universal. It's available to all of you. Do you find a single Shloka in Bhagavad Gita or Brahma Sutras, any of the Upanishads, that it said, no, only Hindus, Sanatan Dharmi, or my... Nothing. This is universal truth, applicable to universal problems, eternal problems. Therefore, we are not doing any mercy or any help to others, but help thyself. Doctor, heal thyself. So let's start. So I'm trying to impress upon the point, don't think that, oh, I have become a sannyasi, or you are some people who are interested in the sisters and some that. No, everybody, every human being would get ultimate fulfillment and ultimate meaningfulness in the life only and only you realize your greatness, your grandeur, your vastness, your divinity. That is what Vivekananda used to say. There is only two goals. Know the divinity within and manifest that divinity, latent divinity of yours outside in your life. That's it. That is Vedanta. What is that divinity? Know that I am Sacchidananda, I am immortal, eternal, almighty reality, and thereby, imbibe means what? I narrated my own story. I was intimidated by the governments and all that. You will be killed. You don't fight against corruption. You don't champion the cause of the poorest people. I said, hell with you. I will. Because I had some trace, I would say, of Upanishads, some Bhagavad Gita. I wouldn't get intimidated. Does it have practical value or not? So in everyone's life, a coward is good for none. And Vedanta and Upanishads are the only literature, I'm saying literature, forget about salvation. They teach you the art and science and ultimate secrets of ultimate fearlessness. Come what? I am not going to be intimidated. That is what heralded the Indian independence movement. Mangal Pandey, I feel, takes so much of pride. The birthplace of this Sacchidananda's previous, this life body, and the next, on the other side of banks, UP, that Mangal Pandey was the first man who rebelled in 1857. Kranti, 1817 ki Kranti, the first rebellion. Then this Chandrasekhar Azad, Mangal Pandey, and Subhash Chandra Bose and Aurobindo, they are all inspired by that Vedantic teachings. Mangal Pandey, as a Brahmin, he said, "Oh, kartus charbi ka laga karke karna padta," but he rebelled. That here is the sense of self-pride. No, I am not going to. Rather, I will die. So he was the first one who fired. That comes from your conviction of your dharma, true dharma, your legacy, your values. And here we are today. So what? I have given some discourses on my YouTube channel on practical Vedanta of Swami Vivekananda. I have narrated those. Vedanta is not something to be kept in bookshelves and all that. Every moment I rejoice. I rejoice my life only in the light of Vedanta. I'm ready to die. I'm giving this statement, then I'll start the verses. They are more important things. I will prefer to die today itself with pursuing, reveling in Vedantic teachings than leading the life of a president of the superpower or the richest man of the world without Vedanta. Not knowing Vedanta, ignorant of Vedanta. Listen carefully. मुझे दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा धनवान बनाने का भगवान अगर अवसर दे, दुनिया का सबसे शक्तिशाली सर्व धन देने का एक विकल्प दे और दूसरा विकल्प दे कि नहीं, तुम्हें एक दूसरा विकल्प है कि तुम्हें वेदांत पढ़ने का एक हम अधिकार देंगे, भगवद गीता पढ़ पाओगे, उपनिषद पढ़ पाओगे, बट दोनों नहीं तुम्हें दिया जाएगा। आई विल से इवन इफ आई हैव 1 day's life, if I have 100 days of life or life eternal, I will prefer Bhagavad Gita, I will prefer Upanishads. I will lead the life with Upanishads, in light of Upanishads, under the guidance of Upanishads, rather than choosing the most glorious life available on the planet. But that gives me much more glory, much more satisfaction, much more wealth, much more pleasure, unquote, I am saying. I am not doing for anybody else. So, this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita that reveals the ultimate secret of immortality, almightiness of yours, is the greatest treasure, greatest accomplishment. Raman Maharshi's one line. It helped me to decide for going sannyasa. Self-realization is the greatest contribution one can make to the planet or humankind. Remember, it's not a petty desire. You think that people say, "Aap to bade swarthi, Swami ji, kitne logon ka 50." That is what the question when I took sannyas. Swami ji, आप कितना बड़ा बड़ा काम कर रहे थे, 50-60 करोड़ गरीबों के जिंदगी में कितना अपने सेवा किया, और ये क्या स्वार्थी बन गए आप तो, जो अपने कल्याण के लिए चले गए। सेल्फ realization is not never in self-aggrandizement, sir. Essentially, self-realization, one incident of self-realization lifts. This is Swami Vidyaranya in Jivan Mukti Vivek. Listen, Ishakoti Brahmajnani and Ishakoti Brahmakoti. And he says that one Brahmajnani, when true Brahmajnani, when he is available on the planet, the journey of the entire human race gets such a big boost, his light, that many lifetimes of journey is lifted up. So don't think, one self-realized master, the one who has the light, true light, lifts millions and millions and millions. So the greatest, that is what has hindered me. I had read Swami Vivekananda's colleges, the one who has been taught at the cost of the poorest people and yet doesn't do to ameliorate their plight, he's a traitor. I said, I should do something for the poorest people for 30 years. Then I realized, it's okay, he's good and fine, but then this line of Raman Maharshi, oh my God, I wanted to do and live for others. That used to give my joy from childhood. There must be previous karma. Then I realized, no, I was fighting this and that. They were doing this problem, that problem still. But I didn't. Then I realized, no, it's not a selfish endeavor. Mark my words. Self-realization is not neither selfish nor self-centered nor a petty goal. This is the greatest contribution. This is the biggest noble contribution, gift you can give to not only yourself, to the entire human race. With this, now we begin. 14th verse we were talking about. Sarvendriya Gunabhasam. This pad only with resume we will take. So, where is God? Where is Brahman? I am trying to create the background. Why should we? Why not? In Kathas, there are 50,000, 1 lakh आता है यहाँ अद्वैत वेदांत कोई भी. In 2019 Kumbh, Prayagraj Kumbh, I stayed 2 months, for 2 months, and almost every day I was good. He is my Guru Kaka, Puri Shankaracharya, हमारे गुरुदेव. So I go and say, oh, 10 आदमी. So, and he is most celebrated. If there is one person who is a true Vedic scholar, and you listen to his bhashyas, Brahma Sutras, so remarkable. And he was very learned. And Shankaracharya, and you see the 5 people, 10 people only would be there. And go to those Babas, Manna Malleswar, Kathavachaks, there only. Lakhs and lakhs of people are there, all drama is there. So don't think that it's my plight individual, that there are not so many. No, it's a Vedanta's history, but one doesn't expect billions. But what I'm trying to impress upon, unless and until in every house and hearth Vedanta reaches, the wisdom of fearlessness reaches, the sense of self-confidence reaches, abdicating the sense of self-pityness that we have been trapped into. Abdication of self-pityness and assertion of self-dignity is the ultimate contribution of Advaita Vedanta. So you teach every child the Vedantic wisdom and see the power. He will never go to seek autobiography with a celebrity or something. He will become cynosure of all the eyes. His or her role. So, self-realization is not a mumbo-jumbo sound. So now we are saying, where is self? Right now, right here. The Lord, the God, the Brahman is manifesting through the functions of Sarvendriya Gunabhasam, Sarvendriya Vivarjitam, Asaktam Sarvabhrechaiva, Nirgunam Gunabhoktricha. So, for a few minutes we will take the first pada, that is central. Sarvendriya Gunabhasam. So right now, right here and everywhere and ever, in the functioning of the senses, whether motor organs or the sensory organs, the God is being revealed. The God is shining in the functioning and functions and gunas of every single motor organ and sense organ. I will do acting today for a while, maybe. Achha, let me not. By sitting. So, I did already. So, when my hands are functioning, the ultimate animating, energizing substratum, the power is none other than Brahmana, the pure consciousness. When this mouth and tongue are delivering and doing discourse on Bhagavad Gita and Ashtavakra Gita in morning, it's the power of pure consciousness that is illumining the mind, body, intellect and the senses and everything, the entire body. Revealed every moment, every word I am uttering, and the word you through the equipment of ear you are listening, and then the equipment of mind which is analyzing. The power, the analyzer or thinker is not essentially Brahman, but the energy, the power which is unaffected, ever unattached is Brahman. The light, as in the case of this room, the light of this bulb and tube light alone reveals, see Dr. Kancha, see Mrs. Jyoti, see this. We are able to see this light is doing nothing other than that, but without this light, we wouldn't be able to see anything. Even so, Brahman, the Paramatman, Sacchidananda is ever present within me as a innermost self. As he has already said many verses, Sarvasya Chaham. In this itself, I am one Kshetragya in all the Kshetras, and in dozens of verses. Ishwarah sarva bhutanam hrideshe arjuna tishtati. Entire Upanishads in the hearts of all the jivas. Ishwara there means Parameshwara is abiding as self-shining, self-effulgent, self-existing, pure light of pure consciousness. So, now come to this point. Ishvara, Parameshwara is present within us. We have hundreds and hundreds of verses. So how, when we can recognize the play of words. I use that, how to recognize. I was telling last time in Haridwar Rishikesh that I'm feeling like changing the title of my Shivir, sir. Not Atma Sakshatkar, but Atma Pahchan Shivir. You don't have to gain Brahman, you don't have to know. It's only that you don't recognize. वो होता है ना, कोई बहुत दिन के बाद जो है कोई फ्रेंड बिछड़ गया आया तो पहचान नहीं पा रहे हैं. That's it. You don't have to gain or do anything. God, you are not able to recognize. For every mantra of Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita Shloka saying what? In every single function of yours, the God, Lord is shining. So what is the problem? We are not recognizing. So Brahma Pahchan Shivir alone. You have to just recognize the Almighty, the God of gods, the Lord of lords, the Emperor of emperors has to be just recognized, sir. You don't have to manufacture. You don't have to nourish and feed him. As your child who is taking care of a small child, though I have nothing to do with the family and all that, I appreciate the point how much time and energy one requires to bring up a good child. But think, the Lord is available freely to you. You just, that you don't recognize him. And right now, right here, seated in each one of us, he is being revealed as what? As substratum of every single sensory cognition. I gave the title yesterday that how to experience and know, how to see God in every sensory perception. And science. So when my mouth is speaking, when my eyes are seeing, the seer within, the light within, not here only, there. Oh, I am saying, your ears are listening, your mind is processing the information, and all this is being illumined by Brahmana. That is. Otherwise, I won't be able to see the form, listen to voice, the sparsha bodha or gandha bodha, this fragrance of stick, Brahman being revealed. Knowing the knower, the knowing power is alone called Brahman. Pragyanam Brahma. The power to observe, the power to see, the power to understand, experience, alone is pure consciousness. That is the word here he is saying Kshetragya. Gya means knower of the field, knower of the Sharira and knower of the world. So, are you able to know or not? You are knowing. Are you able to listen to my words? You are. So the knower there and knower here of Nama, Rupa, Gandha, Bodha, all is Brahman. And who else is doing that other than each one of us? Is any one of us sitting here or anyone somewhere else watching live unable to perceive it? That power alone is Brahmana. That immortal pure consciousness is available. Now we take the next verse, where how it is. Bahirantasya bhutanam acharam charamevacha sukshmatvat tat avigyeyam durastham chantike chattat. Without and within. Without means outside and inside, both. Without and within all beings, the unmoving and also moving. Chara achara. Incomprehensible because of its subtlety. It is far and near. Here is the philosophy subtle. I will open it stiff naked. It's a mystery, but so simple. It took decades and decades for me to understand the reality. So he is saying, Bahirantasya bhutanam acharam charamevacha sukshmatvat tat avigyeyam durastham chantike chatat. We will take So, oh Swami, how is it possible? Something is inside also and outside also, and within moving asthawara jangama. This is asthawara, even within this also, in the rock also. Yes, everything is, as a substratum, essentially conscious. I will give you the Vishnu Purana Shloka also, not only Upanishads, entire Vedic literature. So, tell me, how is it possible, sir? We have not seen anything which could be within and without also. So, let's see the example one by one. There are 3 points to be elaborated upon. And it is you, it's me. So, it's an introduction about me. How I am within every jiva. Now, you got my point. Saying that Brahman is anta and bahar. Now say, ask this question. How as Atman I am in every jiva? Now this is slant. That is the role of Guru. That no bhasha will be able to tell you one now taking a turn off. Are you getting my point? Now, ask this question. Press upon your mind. How is it possible if I am Brahman? तत्वमसि जब बता रहे हो तो ऐसा कैसे है? कोई वस्तु तो मैं जानता नहीं हूं. यहां पर ये पुस्तक है तो कहो कि ये बाहर भी है. नहीं है, ये तो ऐसा हो नहीं सकता. It can't be at 2 places. Forget about अंदर बाहर. One copy of this Bhagavad Gita is one only. It can't be even here only. You would need another copy. But you are saying the one non-dual reality is within every jiva bhuta and outside also, and that is subtler than the subtlest. That is why incomprehensible he is saying, and he says it is nearer than the nearest and farther than the farthest. These are 3 puzzles, and one revelation will alone crack it out. Spend so much of time on revelation. For tickets, I have done that. So, what's there? Take some examples, illustrations would require. Ghatakasha, Mathakasha, Anantakasha. For all this, there is only one. Upadhi Ved, Upadhi Sang alone is creating this all illusion. The difference between Ghatakasha, this is also equipment. There is Akasha in the glass also. So I would say Glasakasha and Mathakasha and Anantakasha. What's the difference? Upadhi alone, and Upadhi is apparent. So it appears that the ether, the Akasha in this, the ether, Akasha in this Matha, that is, Matha means that room, and that infinite ether present everywhere are separate, but the ether per se is not separate. It is association with the particular equipment. Upadhi makes it apparently separate, not really separate. Apparently divided, not essentially and really divided. There is difference between apparently. What is apparently and really? When the planes start to take off, it appears that the runway is running. When you travel by train, it happens once I have this Vijay in Andhra Pradesh, it's a headquarter journal. In 2001, I was doing research and all that. So I was supposed to go to Guntur district, farmer district, and I was sitting and went out for something, and I was sitting. So all of a sudden, some confusion that, oh, that was my train, and it appeared that that's how it started. On the contrary, mine had started. So every day you experience that. Even if you do, I was born on the banks of Padar Ganges during flood. I see when the boat is going fast, it appears that all trees on the banks of Ganges, they are running. But so this is apparently they are running, but apparently I am running. Apparently they are running, but really I am running. Apparently not my train is running, But really, the next one train is really, but it appears that, oh my God, and it started, आओ, बच्चे अपने को बुलाते हो, जल्दी चलो, नहीं, it's not running. मैंने कई बार देखा है लोगों को पूछते हुए. This is difference. So, the one undivided, universal, pure consciousness, ever present, Vyapi, Sarvatma, appears apparently divided, but really can't be divided, for it is within the Upadhi and beyond the Upadhi. Even in this elaboration, that sutra, secret of Adhyarop Apavadabhyam Nisprapancham Prapanchate. So, Andar Bahar applies only in Prapancha. There is no Andar Bahar, no exterior, interior in the ether, nor the Atman. Both Andar Bahar apply to this Maya Janita Jiva. The truth is, both Bahar and Andar are imagined in the one substratum, Kshetragya, pure consciousness. I am neither Bahar nor Andara. Andar and Bahar both are within me as dream, as imagination. As in the case of dream, the entire world you see, perceive, tigers, crocodile, dance, rivers, beautiful Goa sea beaches. Are they somewhere outside or within me only? But no, even Carl Jung or Freud or Newton or Albert Einstein, during the dream, his mind would also be deluded that, oh, I am experiencing this. Even so, due to delusion and illusion, we think, now I am doing something different thing. Now I am putting that each one of us is Brahman, then how is it possible that we are? So, as body, as mind, I am confined here. My mind can't listen to what is happening in Common Park in Bengaluru. At this moment, what kind of activity is happening at Ramakrishna Mission where we visited in the morning? So mind, body are limited, sir. But Ramakrishna Mission, its activity, the activity of America, activity of sun and moon, all are illumined and within my pure consciousness. So, आत्म दृष्टि से मेरे अंदर सब हो रहा है, देह दृष्टि से मुझसे बाहर है. That is the answer, crux. And since we have come to now declare that we know our true nature and we are Atman, so see as a jiva, as a body, as a mind, you are problem. But see as a consciousness. Where is sun? Now I throw the challenge. And in elaboration of the next verse, I would use that. You say, oh, sure, sun is within me, moon, oh my God, you have gone crazy, Swami. Oh, sir, can sun be outside your consciousness? The existence of sun and non-existence of sun, a moon, and then America, right now. Where is America? There is no America. But when you are saying, America, where is America? Without, tell me, throw out America from your consciousness. Is there anything called America? It won't exist. That is why I say, through the equipment of mind, when you put your mind, only then, just imagine when you were born, the house there, you take it, throw out from the mind, it's dead. So the consciousness being reflected in the mind and senses. So mind and body are finite, their capacity to understand, but consciousness is infinite, sir. Therefore, as consciousness, as Brahman, there is nothing outside me, there is nothing separate from me. How? Take the example of ocean, Mahasagara. This beautiful Kanyakumari sea beach, I was so mesmerized. In 2001 I visited. I was doing research in all southern states. Bengaluru also had come from Chennai overnight. All that. So the waves, these bubbles, they're fighting. Oh, you are oh, that small, you are so small, oh, a wave. The small one is saying, oh, the ferocious big one is coming. We will fight. That is what Ashtavakra said. Kridanti, Granti, Billanti. Oh, apparently they are fighting. I used to love these sea beaches in Bengaluru also. Chennai, these things is so beautiful. I used to sit in Mumbai for hours together, away from the crowd, and I would see this beautiful. Oh, this big one is coming. But either anything, the big one, a small one, a coming one, and not coming one, as essence other than the water, sir. As Nema Rupa, now apply this theory, as see from the drishti of Nema Rupa, that is Deh Drishti. They are the Deh Drishti and Dehi Drishti, Sharira Drishti and Shariri Drishti, Jiva Drishti, Atma Drishti. So, as Nama Rupa Drishti, there is difference between the one wave and another wave. From wave to whirlpools, from whirlpools to bubbles. But as water, sir, can you separate either anything different, whether whirlpool or a small wave or big wave or the ocean itself? And in essence, there is nothing other than water. Water it was, water it is, water it would remain. There is no birth and death of water, of the ocean, but definitely there are millions of births and deaths every moment in ocean, of the waves, of the bubbles, of the whirlpools. That's our story. So we are looking at the body, birth and death of the body, the limitations of the body and mind, but the illuminer of the mind, Kshetragya, is ever present reality. Therefore, it's a present within and without everywhere. Sukshmat, but there are the most brilliant revelation is going to come now. Sukshmatva tat avigyayam durastham chant. This nearest than the nearer, and the farthest than the farther, and Sukshmatva. What is the mystery, sir? That's beautiful. It's a very simple answer, but not by commentary, you won't know. How is it possible that the same thing is farther than the farthest and nearer than the nearest? Yes, sir, you got it right. But how is it possible? I will show you, sir, right now in the worldly affairs. So he is saying the Atman, the Brahman, is subtler than the subtlest, and that is why he is incomprehensible, and he is nearer than the nearest and farther than the farthest. Now come to yourself. I will show you this mystery. Right now I'm asking a question. You are sitting, now you face your body in direction of the place in USA you are staying. Are you getting my point? आप यहाँ पर अभी हो ना, बेंगलोर में हो, you are a US citizen also, तो वो जियोग्राफी के बेसिक पता है ना, वेस्टर्न साइड में you face yourself right now, stand face to face with Vancouver ना, Washington state you stay there. उस खड़ा हो जाओ, उसमें खड़ा हुआ, उस साइड में you face your home in America. Are you getting? हाँ हाँ.
That is west, northwest. Okay, so I'll be facing this way.
You are facing. Now, even if it's, and suppose that you have some equipment or something whereby you can see that place. Achha, that example is also possible, but are you able to look at this picture? Now, madam, and I'm asking right now, just focus here. And you don't have to change the direction. That is the condition. You don't have to change the direction. See your mother with your eyes. Is it possible? Oh, let's see. Physical eye I am asking. Direction I am saying you don't have to change your asana, your naked eyes. I am saying, please, without changing your direction, at this moment you are watching, perceiving directly, Sakshat Aparoksha Anubhuti of Shankaracharya. Now, don't change the direction of your body, without changing the position. Oh, you watch your mother.
No.
And she is just a few feet away. She is not, you won't be able to see her. Can you? But even here itself, if there is nothing, if you stand on the sea beaches, mice and mice and mice, you see directly, even with the naked eyes. Is it correct, sir, madam? So if the problem is that of direction, here is the question. Now you sit down. What do I mean? We are looking for that Lord, the God, in wrong direction, or for them it's farther than the farthest. अब इस दिशा में मैं, अब देखो जहाँ जिस डायरेक्शन में थे फिर खड़े हो जाओ, और मैं बोलूं ओ प्रयास करो, मेहनत करो, चलो चलते जाओ, तुम्हारी माँ मिलेगी, अवश्य मिलेगी, ज्योति, डोंट लूज होप, और चले जाओगे अमेरिका अपने, लेकिन तुम्हारी माँ नहीं मिलेगी। लेकिन कहूंगा चेंज कर दे डायरेक्शन, अब बदल जा, पकड़, देख तेरी माँ, जा पकड़ ले, देख कितना टाइम लगा, देख ले कितना टाइम लगा, नॉट 1 मिनट है। दैट इज मदर ऑफ ऑल मदर्स, दैट इज ब्रह्मण शास्त्र योनित्वात्, परब्रह्म परमात्मा योनि आधार कारण is ever present here, but we are looking for him there. So the one who knows him in essence, आत्म दृष्टि से, not चर्म चक्षु से, for him it's innermost, me, myself, who is nearer than me, and for ignorant it was farther than, कहाँ है, उधर जाओ, ओ उधर रामेश्वरम जाओ, बद्रीनाथ जाओ, वहां जाओ, at the end of it nowhere. That is the meaning. अज्ञानी के लिए दूर से दूर है, दूर से दूर का भी मतलब वो नहीं मिलेगा, नेवर। आप इस डायरेक्शन में तुम अमेरिका, और अमेरिका से बाहर भी चले जाओगे, तुम्हारी मां नहीं मिलेगी, बट टेक अ यूटर्न, शी हियर इज। और आपको तो फिर भी कितना 5-10 सेकंड तो लगा होगा ना, फिर उसमें नैनो फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सेकंड, इट्स मी अलोन। So the one who has come to know, the knower of knowers, perceiver of perceive all perceptions, is me, and that is God and the Brahman alone. Who is more nearer than that?
Nearer than the nearest.
So it's out of ignorance, due to delusion, that God, Lord, the Brahman is outside somewhere, amenable to my sensory perception. So lifetimes after lifetimes after lifetimes, अरे मैं तो जुग जुग से बड़े स्वामी जी, मैं सन्यासी बन गया, फला बन, मेरे से बहुत सारे लोग, मैं तो बचपन से करता हूँ साधना, स्वामी जी यहाँ ये हो जाता वो जाता, बहुत सारे लोग हैं, दे हैव स्पेंट सो, मुझे कुछ पता नहीं चलता, लेकिन स्वामी जी आपका एक प्रवचन सुना होते हैं, that's what greatest solace है। स्वामी, that lady who has written that, she is from Australia, now she is, स्वामी जी आपका एक पर हमें साक्षात लेके चला जाता है। Because you don't know the direction and place where the Lord and the God is, and the features, अच्छा, वो पुलिस में FIR जब होता है भारत में सब जगह ना, a lost person है या criminal है, डेडेड, ओ dark eyed, long nosed person, terrorist has to be identified. Are you getting my point? So that you identify, सब लोग देखो आतंकवादी ने ऐसा ऐसा किया है, उसका ये फीचर्स है, पुलिस स्टेशन का बाहर चिपका देते हैं। या जो खो गया कोई, तो पोस्टर निकालते हैं लोग कि मेरा बच्चा ऐसे ऐसे खो गया है, उसकी ऐसी गेहूं आंखें, ऐसा ये फीचर है, इफ समबडी प्लीज इन्फॉर्म मी, यू विल सुटेबली रिवार्डेड। सर ब्रह्म का तो यही तो खो गया है। द ब्रह्मन हैज गॉट लॉस्ट ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ वी डोंट नो हिज फीचर्स, हिज लोकेशन, हिज आइडेंटिटी। यू हैव गॉन टू रिसीव एट द एयरपोर्ट, सो when I landed at your airport, so I thought that, but how would he know? So then all of a sudden I realized that, no, he would know that he is a monk, he is a sannyasi, that will be one distinguishing feature. And I had sent the picture also, so I said, no, I don't have to shout or look for him, he will, and he came immediately. Had he known, ये 25 साल पहले की घटना होती तो फोटो अगर भेज नहीं पाते मोबाइल पर, तो सन्यासी के रूप में तो खैर ऐसा हंज कर सकते थे, लेकिन अभी तो 100% सच हो। इट मे बी पॉसिबल दैट 10 people would come, then monks will come, would he be able to? But this time with certain immediately came, Swami, without asking or anything, वो साष्टांग दंड शर्मा जी का कैसे? Recognition only, right recognition. So entire Vedanta is supposed to do nothing but tell you the art and science of recognizing God who is ever present, ever being shining. One thing that happened in my actual life in Kanyakumari, I ever can't forget it. I was doing research in all the southern states. It's 2000 की बात है. So Trivandrum, I was Tiruvananthapuram I was staying. So I went by, I don't know, I had a taxi 3-4 hours. In the morning hours, I had to return back also. So I went to Kanyakumari, and they tell me, you go in the early morning and take a taxi, and then there is a train which returns back at 2 o'clock or something. I said, oh. And especially I was interested in going to Vivekananda Rock, that was the point. So I went there, so I said, once I reached, no, I went by bus, I think. So at bus stand or taxi, at that, don't remember, but at the stand, so I had asked the people that, do I have to take some local auto or something from the bus stand to go to beach? No, in front of that, that's nearest place from the bus stand. I am getting down at the bus stand, and I looked. And since I was brought up at the banks of Mother Ganga, it was sandy land I was exposed to and all that. So I said that, oh, I got down. I was conscious of the fact that I have to return. I want to enjoy 2-3 hours, then return back to Trivandrum and all that. So that's why I was particular that, oh, is it too far, the banks? So I got down, and they had told me, no, it's on the banks of that point, this bus. I got down, and I saw a huge sandy desert to my naked eyes. ओ माय गॉड, ये तो मेरे को गलत इन्फॉर्मेशन दे दिया. ये तो सामने में, ये तो इतना बड़ा डेजर्ट दिख रहा है, हमको दिखता था मेरी गंगा जी के तट पर, और इधर तो कुछ दिख नहीं रहा है, कोई शहर भी. तो इट मीन्स ये बहुत ज्यादा दूर कहीं मुझे जाना पड़ेगा. एंड इट वाज हाफ ए मिनट काइंड ऑफ डिल्यूजन, बट आई वॉक्ड पेस्ट ahead, and all of a sudden I realized, oh my God, this is that Kanyakumari sea beach. Infinity. It appeared to me as a desert, white, shining, beautiful, but it took at least 1 minute for me when I walked to enter. Oh no, this it is, so beautiful. Was it desert for half a minute earlier? No. That's it. The God, the Lord, the Brahman is ever present because of illusion of our understanding. We are seeing at Jyoti, this, that. The Brahman alone is. Nothing is. That is what Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya Kaisans Vivekananda say. It is not that these things don't exist. They exist, but they are Brahman alone. That's it. So there, half a minute earlier or 1 minute earlier, I was watching something that was in existence. It's not that it was not in existence. So that sea, this point Arabian Sea and this is all this Trinity, that alone was during this Raju Sarpan Nyaya. There was never any desert there, but still I thought for 1 or 2 minutes, it took sometimes, oh my God, whether I will be able to return or not, I will have to take an auto. I am not asking somebody, but look, I'm thinking, oh, there is no nearby something place, but it means I will have to take an auto and a taxi somewhere to go. Then all of a sudden I know this is it. So this is our story. Every moment we are seeking bliss, liberation, immortality. That is ever available. Almightiness is available, omnipotence is our nature, but we are looking in someone else's availability. As long as you attain and know all the gods and goddesses outside you, no deliverance. You know only yourself. Nothing remains to be known, nothing remains to be attained. That is the greatness. And what is easier than knowing the ever attains? Is there anything more intimate, nearer than the pure consciousness that is illumining? My words are being illumined right now. See, so my mantra is the seer in every seeing is Brahman. The perceiver in any perception is Brahman, naked Brahman. Observer of every observation or object is Brahman, naked. The object of observation is Maya, naked. The observer is Brahman, naked. The seer is naked Brahman. The seen is naked Maya. Perceiver is naked Brahman. Perceived is naked Maya. Separate it. I know for sure that you are. And they are not two. They are adhyas, adhishthana, adhyasa, adhar, adheya, karan, karya. That's the only difference. So, the adhyas is illusory appearance in adhishthana. Mahasagar is substratum. The water of the ocean is substratum. The waves, whirlpool, all are appearances, names and forms. The clay pot, the clay lamp, the clay tumbler, the clay glass are names and forms alone, no reality other than the clay. The golden necklace, the golden bangle, and golden tiara, and golden ring, in names and forms there is huge difference. But as matter, essence, substratum, as gold, there are one. Listen the story. It happens every day in practical life. Shall I narrate in Hindi? एक सुनार गोल्ड स्मिथ, उसके दुकान पर बहुत बड़ा सेठ आया, धनवान, मुझे मेरा बेटा ये है, मैं इतना धनवान हूं, मुझे नेकलेस सबसे बड़ा इतने सबसे कितना आधा किलो का कितने का बनाना है, तो मुझे गोल्ड दिखाओ तुम्हारा 24 कैरेट 22 कैरेट कौन सा है बेस्ट क्वालिटी। तो सुनार ने, गोल्ड स्मिथ ने अपने बच्चे को बोला, बेटा उधर स्टोर में जो अलमीरा में गोल्ड रखा हुआ वहां से ले आओ। बच्चा गया, ही ओपन द अलमीरा, he saw their necklace only, next almirah their rings only, in other one tiaras only are there, somewhere golden bangles are there. So the gold is not there, there is no gold here. So he comes, पापा वहां पर सोना नहीं है। सोना नहीं है? क्या बोल रहा है बेटा तू? चोरी हो गया क्या? वो घबराया और गया, ही ओपन, ऑल इज इंटैक्ट। बोला कि अरे ये क्या है? तो बोला कि ये तो टियारा है, ये तो कंगन है, ये तो सोने की चूड़ी है, ये तो ये है। दैट इज दृष्टि भेद। ही वॉज लुकिंग एट द नेम एंड फॉर्म, बट the tiara was gold, the bangle was gold, the ring was gold, the necklace was gold, is gold and will remain gold, and there is no difference, separation, duality as gold, but as tiara is different from a necklace, and there is a difference, but difference is only name and form, not essence. Even so, all the difference and duality is in the apparent bodies, names and forms. Remove the names and forms, you are Brahman, you were Brahman, you will remain Brahman, and there is none other than Brahman. Brahman alone is. Brahma satyam jagan mithya jivo brahmaiva naparaha. Is it making some sense? My revered American citizen sister. America is present here also. But America, I am so fond of them. This is last time only this man is misbehaving, Trump. Otherwise, the best champions, the best students of Vedanta are American. This YouTube channel has been made by American lady from New York, old lady. And she was so fond of me and all that. She wanted to donate. So here nobody could, I am telling you, it's a fact. Even nobody is prepared to give in 1 minute of their time. बड़ी बड़ी बातें आपको लगता है ना, परमहंस ये है, ब्रह्मज्ञानी है, नहीं। स्वामी जी इतना आपके लिए हम ये बना देंगे। वेबसाइट बनाया इसने, ऐसा थर्ड रेट वेबसाइट बनाया, पैसा भी उस समय 30,000 दिया। आपको सोचते हो ना कि सन्यासी हो, ब्रह्मज्ञान इतना ये कर रहे हो, फिर no one is, that is why I don't take any, neither चेला अगर बनेगा तो बस उसका तुरंत बोलेगा स्वामी जी पैसा कुछ ऐसे करते हैं, आश्रम बनाते हैं, उसको दुकान चाहिए, आश्रम की दुकान चाहिए, और दूसरा सेवक से पैसा लो तो I know all these things, I know every money is given with some intention, that's why I return it. को फोन करने लगेगा, हाँ स्वामी जी बड़ी अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा, अच्छा बहुत, I know for they send the donation and all that, कैसा इनसे फ्रिक्वेंटली बात करेंगे, ये करेंगे, वो करेंगे. Nobody prepared to give your time. So what I am saying, Americans, and a lot before my money, this is another thing, other side of my story. In pre-monastic my life, every single penny I got was from outside India. Are you getting my point? Even pre-monastic life, post-monastic. So what I am saying, to say, no, Americans, Europeans, as you said, rightly said, they are so sincere. Young girls I have seen, I used to chat earlier and now I have stopped on the blog. They have read fast. But I would ask, 10, 12 years old, American, Russian, which bhasha? She would say, this bhasha, sutra bhasha, this shankara bhasha, this bhasha, that bhasha. They are so sincere, mind after all these things. I look around for here, अरे स्वामी जी सबसे कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, आशीर्वाद दे दो स्वामी जी, आशीर्वाद उसको फ्री में चाहिए और जो है ब्रह्म ज्ञान भी हो जाएगा, डोंट वरी, ब्रह्म ज्ञान फ्री में भी दो, ही इज नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन ब्रह्म ज्ञान, आशीर्वाद लेकिन सबको चाहिए. स्वामी जी ब्लेस मी. वो पॉलिटिशियन आते थे, यूपी में प्रवचन करता था और मैं पढ़ा हूं, मैं तो उस समय भी आंख बंद करके करता था, तो पता उस समय मेयर का चुनाव कुछ था, तो उस समय बहुत सारे आए मेरे को, मैंने ओपन नहीं किया, तो आ करके सब पड़ा हुआ है, मेयर का चुनाव लड़ रहा है, क्या कर रहा है, और जब ऐसे हमको लगा बहुत सारी भीड़ आई हुई है, कुछ आँख खोला, मैंने भगवद गीता पर प्रवचन करा था, तो सब पैर से पकड़ा हुआ आशीर्वाद के लिए, तो मैं ऐसे से कर दिया. मैंने क्या, मेरा तो इरिटेशन हुआ, लेकिन वो बन गया. तो भगत बोला स्वामी जी आपको बहुत प्रसन्न है, आपने आशीर्वाद दिया था, उसके चलते मेयर बन गया, जिला परिषद अध्यक्ष. बोला कि हेल विद दैट जिला परिषद. वो आशीर्वाद उसको अपने पिटी के लिए, उसमें किसी को फुर्सत नहीं है. सो व्हाट आई एम सेइंग, the Vedanta is never favorable to anyone, only those who have burning yearning, it's going to be revealed. So whether you are from America or Europe, you are the Indian one, my sweetest Indian sister. But what I am saying, whosoever he is, if one is eager to know the ultimate reality, it will reveal to itself. The only problem is we are not interested in that. What aspect of Brahman is unrevealed? Now we will take up. How much time more? 10 to 15 minutes we will finish. Is it okay? Avibhaktam cha, the same essence of this verse also. Avibhaktam cha bhuteshu vibhaktameva cha isthitam bhut bhartri cha tadgeyam graseshno prahaveshno cha. Impartable, yet it exists as if divided in beings. It is to be known as sustaining beings and devouring as well as generating. Exactly the same thing, elaborating. It appears as divided from Deha Drishti. You are looking from the point of being, you yourself consider yourself body, then everything you will see is body only, and that is false. Right now, right here, you convince yourself that do an experiment, that I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am nor of the mind, the formless, pure consciousness, and see where you live with limitation. Do this experiment right now, immediate, within 2 minutes. As a body I have a limitation, as mind I have a limitation, my senses have a limitation, देश काल वस्तु परिच्छिन्नता मेरे इंद्रियों पर, शरीर पर लागू हो रहा है. But as seer of all of them, as Kshetrajna, as Chaitanya, as pure consciousness, where do I begin and where do I end? Which wall, which visa I require, Durand line or which line? America within me, Europe within me, nay, Mars, infinity of lokas within me alone, nothing outside me. Outside pure consciousness, neither sun and the moon and the galaxy, nothing. Everything is mere appearance within me. I am that infinite pure consciousness. which begins nowhere, ends nowhere, beginningless Brahman I am. Everyone is mere appearance. Everything is mere appearance in me. Nothing exists outside me. I am substratum. मैं अध्यास नहीं अधिष्ठान हूं, मैं कार्य नहीं कारण हूं, मैं आधे नहीं आधार हूं. I am not the superstructure but foundation. I am not the effect but cause. I am not the superimposition but substratum. As substratum I am immortal Brahman. As foundation I am Paramatman. As cause of all effects I am Bhagavana. Shastra yonitvat. I, as according to Brahma Sutra, third sutra, as Vedas declare, I am yoni, the cause, fundamental cause, Udgam Asthal Ananta Brahmanda. Everything arises. And here, because Brahma Vishnu Mahesh, he has everything. I am originator, sustainer, and devourer. I am Brahma Vishnu Mahesh of this entire universe. I am not free. How? As pure consciousness, everything arising out of me, existing in me, and disappearing in me. As pure consciousness, see, nothing separate. All today during Nididhyasana, the ultimate secret I am going to reveal this one. How I am eternal. I will narrate a small story, personal. I was a student, I think graduation, 22 years old. This mantra, Brahma Vishnu Mahesh, I am telling, I myself can't believe it. There must be some long story. So there used to be special classes, other than general classes, for small groups, I remember. So my professor, we were sitting 5-10 students also, special classes in Patna University. So one of the classmates was wearing a golden ring from rich family in Patna. तो उस पर लिखा हुआ था गॉड इधर, और मैं उधर था, वहाँ पर बैठा हूँ साथ में. तो और प्रोफेसर, ये क्या पहन रखा है? गॉड इस पर लिखा हुआ है, अर्थ पता है? ग्रेजुएशन का ऑनर्स का स्टूडेंट्स था उधर के, बताओ अर्थ बताओ. तुम ऐसे जोकिंगली ऐसे बोला, अर्थ बताओ तो पहन लिया है ऐसा. नहीं, तो बोला कौन बताएगा? तो मुझे उस समय भी आई कांट बिलीव इट. मैंने क्या बोला है? कैन यू बिलीव इट? गॉड. और वो सोने का चेन बना था, तो बोला कि अच्छा इसमें जो बता देगा उसको ये दे दोगे, तुम गिफ्ट कर दोगे? तो बोला हाँ दे दूंगा. पक्का? बोला पक्का. तो एक गॉड, तो मैंने बोला देखो गॉड, जी जनरेटर ब्रह्मा, ओ ऑपरेटर विष्णु, डी डिस्ट्रॉयर शिवा, ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश यानी ब्रह्म परमात्मा. ही वाज टेकन अबैक और बोला दो इसको, और चेन उसने गोल्डन चेन दे दिया. अच्छा बाद में मैंने प्रोफेसर गए तो उसको दे दिया. लेकिन उस समय भी देखो, आई एम ट्राइंग टू मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड, उसको एक प्रोफेसर वाज टेकन अबैक scientifically, but I used to study when those days, Vivekananda and all that. So even that way, God, English one, the Vedantis were interpreting Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, G generator. So here, this verse, that's why I am narrating this. I alone am generator of all the infinity of universe. I alone sustainer, Vishnu, and our devourer, Shiva. I am Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, all. As pure consciousness, you see, we will experiment in meditation. That there is nothing which can come out of other than any other source. As pure, शरीर से अंतर तो हो सकता है, शरीर के बाहर की किसी सत्ता से उत्पत्ति हो सकती है, लेकिन चैतन्य दृष्टि से देखो तो चैतन्य तो सर्वव्यापी है. As pure consciousness, as Atman, I am ever present, omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient Lord. I am. There is none other than me. As Atmana. So that is why Upadhi, due to adjunct, limiting adjunct Upadhi, it appears divided, and yet really undivided. I will take this sutra of a Kenopanishad that will end all the speculation and doubts. in this mystery of the God, why it appears to be divided. If there is one God, where is Jyotish God and Kanchan's God and Mother's God? In one family itself, there are many gods. No, sir. Listen. Kenopanishad. Vayuryathayko bhuvano pravishto rupam rupam pratirupo babhuva ekasthatha sarvabhutantaratma rupam rupam pratirupo bahishya. Andar bahar both. It explains the mystery of both the verses here, shlokas. That one non-dual Brahman, that is pure consciousness, alone is present as the ultimate substratum and reality of all the jiva, as in the case of one infinite non-dual ether, Akasha, is within. हिंदी में बोल, चिट्टी के शरीर के अंदर, हाथी के शरीर के अंदर, हाथी के शरीर के अंदर भी आकाश, हाथी के शरीर के बाहर भी आकाश, चिट्टी के शरीर के अंदर भी आकाश, चिट्टी के शरीर के. नाउ हाउ मिस्टीरियस इट. Oh, the same one non-dual indivisible space has got adjusted within the space of the ant, squirrel, elephant, the terrorist and Shankaracharya. Yes, the limiting adjunct is creating the apparent illusion that is divided, but is Akash divided? Or, no, sorry, Vayu and next verse, I'm not going to waste time, but the same thing. As in the case of air and also in the case of the two verses are there, one with the Vayu, but meaning is same. So, to save my time, whether Vayu or Agni are essentially one, but as per the requirement of every entity, bhuta in the world, it's there within and without. Andar bahar dono mein sabke. Where is absence of fire element? Nowhere. Within us, just rag, and here also the fire is there. Air too. So, in the same way as one Vayu, one Agni enters into the biggest to lowest jivas and appears divided, even so the one non-dual consciousness, the Paramatman, is within Bahishya and Bahar also. Andar Bahar is with the Upadhi only, na? So, that's it. So, take the example, one wave. So, within one particular wave, what is essence, what is Atma? Water. And outside wave, what is there? Water alone. That is the best illustration, easiest illustration. So there is nothing other than water outside and inside. Even so, the one non-dual Paramatman is illumining. But rider is this, in this state, अज्ञान की अवस्था में परमात्मा का सचिन वेदांत वेद्य निर्गुण निराकार ब्रह्म का पहला साक्षात परोक्ष दर्शन किसी को बाहर में नहीं हुआ है. पहले यहां जब हो जाएगा साक्षात ब्रह्म दर्शन, तब पता चलेगा सब ब्रह्मांड मुझ में कल्पित है, मैं सर्वव्यापी हूं. आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? दिस इज द मोस्ट फंडामेंटल डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ अद्वैत वेदांता. First, unless and until, because the naked, real, substantive God, a live God is ever present within you and being manifested by sensory perception. So once you come to know, then it revealed, then Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma, you experience. The last shloka we are taking, chocolate khilana padega, it's about you. Jyotisham api tadjyotih tamasah paramochyate. ज्ञानम ज्ञेयम ज्ञानगम्यम हृदय सर्वस्य विस्थितम. अरे इसी का तो चिंतन करें. व्हाट वी आर डिबिलिटी, हृदय सर्वस्य विस्थितम. हृदय मीन्स द माइंड, विद इन आवर माइंड्स, अंतःकरणा सर्वस्य. देखो, इज ही सेइंग दैट ओनली सनातन इज ही सेइंग ओनली ह्यूमन इज? एवरी जीवा, within the hearts of every jiva, that Jyotishamapi, the light of all lights, The light of all lights is divine light, self-effulgent light, that is Brahma Prakasha, Shiva Prakasha, Chaitanya Prakasha, Divya Prakasha, Ananta Prakasha, Akhanda Prakasha, Nitya Prakasha, Ananta, Advitiya Prakasha, Advitiya Prakasha. Non-dual light of consciousness, that is Brahman. And that, tell me, I throw a challenge. How are you able to perceive the form through the eyes? How are you able to smell the fragrance, divine fragrance of his stick burning? How are you able to listen to my words through your equipment? These are all inert. Jad hai ye sab ke sab. That light, जो समस्त प्रकाशों का प्रकाश है, ज्योतिषाम अपि तद ज्योति. Before I elaborate, let's take that. The greatest shloka, the bestest shloka, the most independent and powerful shloka, not shloka, mantra of all the Upanishads. Listen, because why I am saying so? Nobody has told me this statement, but I have. I am challenging you. Go and study all the 108 Upanishads and show me one shloka without change of full stop or comma even is found equally in 3 Upanishads. Shvetashwar, Kathopanishad, Mundakopanishad. And what is this? This only. And we will do Nididhyasana also after revelation. न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकः नेमा विद्युतो भान्ते कुतः अयमग्निः तमेव भान्तम् अनुभाति सर्वम् तमेव भासा, not भाषा, भाषा सर्वमिदं विभाति. तमेव भाषा सर्वमिदं विभाति. That light of all light, there exactly, it has been, this shloka is inspired by this only. That light of all lights that is there present in every jiva's hridaya, illuminer of everything, revealer of everyone, observer of everyone, the light of all lights. And that alone is the ultimate reality, that alone is Paramatman, that is Brahman, that alone is immortal, that alone is almighty, that Satyameva Jayate Nanritam, that is different meaning. Indian Republic's Satyameva Jayate Mundakopanishad. Satyameva, it has a spiritual meaning we have imparted from Nanritam. That alone is immortal, indefatigable, the light of life. The rest are subject to death and defeat always. Satyameva jayate nanritam. Satya ki vijay hoti hai, anitya ki nahi. So this entire phenomenal universe of names and forms is anitya. So ye marega, iski parajay hogi, lekin kiski parajay? Satyameva jayate. वो practical लिखा हुआ है वो ठीक है, इट्स बट इट हैज डीपेस्ट मीनिंग. सत्य मीन्स द प्योर कॉन्शियसनेस, द आत्मन, द परमात्मन दैट इज बिहाइंड अस, बिहाइंड द इनरमोस्ट रियलिटी. सत्य में इट विल नेवर बिकम वैंक्विश्ड, इट विल नेवर डिसअपियर. इट अलोन रेन्स, इट अलोन एग्जिस्ट्स. नन इज, दैट इज ब्रह्म सत्य अलोन इज. God alone is, and God alone appears as Sansara. God alone is appearing as Presi and Priyatam, Pati and Patni, Santan and Pita, Mitra and Shatru. And the one light of pure consciousness. It's our light, it's my light. I'm joining now, I'm revelating, and we will slip to meditation. Right now, forget about enough of deliberation. I am that light of light. Without me, sun can't be illumined. Sun is a material light, moon is a material light, temporary light. The galaxies and the stars all have a material light, inner lights. The light of the fire and electricity, they are all material lights. They have some certain role, of course, but none of them, the light of sun, the light of moon, now come to yourself. You are not interested, I am not interested in Brahman, I am interested in Maya. Show me. It's going to be 1000% scientifically proven. The light of sun, the light of moon, galaxies, the light of fire and electricity, none of them can illumine me the Atman, the pure consciousness, for yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. The mind and speech, and they have the light of vidyut. ये सब अवेलेबल है आपको. तो सनलाइट, खड़े हो जाओ दोपहर में, आग भी जला लो, विद्युत प्रकाश सब कर लो, सब इंद्रियों के प्रकाश को सबको रखो और ब्रह्म को देख लो, आत्मा को दिखाई पड़ेगा? नो. बट सो हियर इज द एसेंस. They can't illumine all the lights, material lights of the universe, starting from sun to the smallest electricity. They are material light. In my absence, I illumine them, I reveal them, I observe them. My shining, my illumining. That is Upanishad. After me getting illumined, tasya bhasa. That's why I said not bhasha. Bhasa means to shine. So only after me shining, revealing, appearing, coming into existence, the sunlight, the moonlight, galaxy light, star light, or Vidyut Prakash, or Agni Prakash, all are able to do certain things. And I illumine all of them, none of them can illumine me. For I am light of all lights. The Brahmana, Jyotisham api tat jyotihi tamasah paramuchyate. There is duality, there is absence of sun. In the night, where is sun? No. During the day, where is moon? Here, where is limited electricity has its limitation, through the line and grid it would go. Fire limited, but I am omnipresent. Show me the gap, absence in a tiny speck of some space where I am not, as the pure consciousness. And without my, today I am going to reveal the greatest secret, whereby you know nothing will remain to. How? It appears to be, such a lofty, grandeur, bombastic announcement. No, it's everyday's experience, I am telling you. A little subtle mind you need to have. Tell me, without the light of pure consciousness in us that is illumining everything, are we going to have any existence, practical existence of either sun or moon or galaxy light or fire or anything? No. As simple as this. So first, अब यहाँ पर आपको ये I am going to reveal your prarabdha karmas have come to fructify. ये बहुत एक दो जगह क्लोज ग्रुप में केवल रिवील किया है. Now I am taking a turn. We will do nidhi dhyasan, but I am asking, you will come to directly realize that. What is definition of Sacchidananda? Sat is a defined word. That which is eternal and immutable. The rest is Maya. सत की परिभाषा, और वही चित है सत्यम ज्ञानम अनंतम. सत्यम ज्ञानम अनंतम ब्रह्म. नाउ ब्रिंग इट हियर. आई एम सेइंग टू यू, बेयर दिस इन माइंड कि सत्य क्या है? परमात्मा सत्यम ज्ञानम अनंतम ब्रह्म, द इन्फिनिट एग्जिस्टेंस एंड इन्फिनिट कॉन्शियसनेस, अनडिवाइडेड इन्फिनिट कॉन्शियसनेस इज ब्रह्मन. दिस इज द डेफिनेशन, स्वरूप लक्षण ऑफ ब्रह्मन. देन द नेक्स्ट वन इज तटस्थ लक्षण. सो come to yourself, it's happening every moment. I'm asking a question, be attentive. My American citizen sister, she has slipped into, I'm asking a question. In the morning when you wake up, listen very carefully. After this she would, that revelation came first. I read in just one sentence in a book in Hindi of my Param Gurudev Karpatri Ji Maharaj. I had studied multiple versions of Upanishad, but it was not, I couldn't know, but he had. So I was taken about, my God, this has destroyed all the ignorance. So I'm asking, in the morning when you wake up, what thing you are aware of the first thing? Listen, just wait for a minute. क्योंकि इसके बाद कुछ भी न जानने को बचेगा, सब सिद्ध हो जाएगा साइंटिफिकली. आई एम नॉट फॉरगेटिंग दिस इंटायरली. वो तो सिद्धांत इसलिए बताया कि वो सिद्धांत पर भी सब कुछ परफेक्ट सिद्ध हो जाएगा. इन द मॉर्निंग, अपने कन्नड़ में भी बोल देना, जो सुबह में सब जो जगते, हम प्रतिदिन सो जाएंगे, अब सुबह में जगेंगे तो सबसे पहले जिसे होता है ना, मैं इधर देखूं तो इधर देखूं तो मुझे ये इसका बोध हुआ ना, जैसे फर्स्ट थिंग आई सॉ, इधर देखो तो ये फर्स्ट चीज दिख रहा आंख से, तो उस तरह से आंख ना कान नहीं बोला. द मोमेंट आई वेक अप इन द मॉर्निंग ऑन द बेड, व्हाट इज दैट व्हिच इज वी आर अवेयर ऑफ? व्हिच फर्स्ट थिंग? क्या अस्तित्व में आता है सबसे पहले? सबका अलग अलग नहीं है, इट इग्नोरेंस में हो सकता है. व्हाट आर यू अवेयर ऑफ? आपको क्या पता चलता है? व्हाट यू सी, व्हाट यू मीन्स, अब साउंड स्लिप में ऑल ऑफ ए सडन आप जग गए, और मॉर्निंग में जैसे जगे, व्हाट डू यू सी? अब ये बोलूंगा तो सी परसीव का मतलब डोंट टेक इट इन ग्रॉस सेंस, इन माइंड द सेंस. जिसे होता है ना, कोई आदमी कोमा में चले जाता है, यू वुड नो बेटर, यू आर ए न्यूरो साइंटिस्ट, तो फर्स्ट जो नियरेस्ट वन को याद करता है. वो माता जी कल बोलती है ना कि रात में चिल्लाती है, उसका नाम लेती है, वो सिस्टर जो आपकी है, शी हैज बीन क्लोज, जो राजू करती है, ह्यूमन साइकोलॉजी. सो व्हाट आई एम सेइंग, व्हेन वी वेक अप इन द मॉर्निंग, व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट थिंग और समथिंग दैट कम्स इनटू एग्जिस्टेंस, दैट इज वी बिकम अवेयर ऑफ. फर्स्ट थिंग. एंड डोंट इमिटेट अदर्स, आई विल स्टार्ट विथ यू. जिसको नहीं समझ में आए तो मुझसे पूछ सकता है या कह सकता है कि नहीं समझ पा रहे हैं. द फर्स्ट थिंग यू वेक अप इन द मॉर्निंग, व्हाट यू आर अवेयर ऑफ. जो प्रथम वस्तु, प्रथम तत्व, कुछ भी जो लगता है कि अच्छा ये चीज मुझे बोध हुआ, दिखा, वो क्या चीज है? व्हाट इज दैट ऑब्जेक्ट?
Sense of I.
यू?
Yeah, that I am alive. That I am alive and I see, I smell, I do everything. Just that.
So the same thing. I am there. You?
Awareness, Swamiji.
You? अपना बोलना, नहीं तो फेल हो जाओगे. अपना बोलना. और उनको कन्नड़ में समझा दो, अगर नहीं समझता तो पूछो. ओके, अब बताओ क्या, किस चीज को, क्या सबसे पहले क्या आपको दिखता है? आपके मन दिमाग क्या, किस चीज का बोध होता है? बेटे का होता है, पति का होता है, किसका होता है, या कि कुछ दूसरी चीज का होता है, कि भगवान का होता? अधिकांश लोग बहुत लोग बोलते हैं हाँ हम तो भगवान को याद करते हैं जग करके, नहीं हम तो बेटे को याद करते हैं. ये नहीं पूछने, नहीं. आप बोलो.
मुझे तो भगवान को याद करती हूँ.
भगवान को याद करते हो तो याद करना अलग बात हो गई. सबसे जगते आपको क्या भगवान दिखते हैं क्या?
नहीं.
तो क्या दिखता है सबसे पहले?
मैं पहले जगने के बाद वो दोनों हाथ जैसे,
वो तो हाथ तो देखने की घटना होगी, इसके पहले जो जगह देख रहा है वो कौन जगह? जगते ही बिल्कुल बेड पर ही, बेहोश में, होश में आया ना, बेहोश थे ना, रात में बेहोश थे कि नहीं थे? गहन होश आते ही बेड पर पड़े ही सबसे पहले किसी का होश होता है? आम भाषा. हाँ, क्या होता है? क्या किस चीज का? नहीं उनको बोलने दो.
फीलिंग लेना है, फीलिंग लेना।
नहीं दूसरा नहीं, डोंट, उनको जो है ना उनको बोलने दो। क्या लगता है, नहीं समझ में आ रहा है माता? अच्छा, ओ माता से पूछो, उनसे पूछो, मेरी होली मदर। नहीं आप पूछो कंचन।
एक्चुअली स्वामी जी,
एक मिनट, जस्ट
I think about
just
breakfast
no,
type
just
ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಏನ್ ಅದು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ, ನಾ ಎಲ್ಲಿ
ಏನ್ ಅನುಭವ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ,
ಏನ್ ಅನುಭವ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ.
ಇದ್ರ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಕಣ್ಣು ಓಪನ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ
नहीं अपना तो बताया नहीं, उनको हेल्प कर रही है। अरे नहीं अच्छा चलो फॉलो जो डॉक्टर कंचन, नहीं चलो फॉरगेट इट, इट्स वेस्टेज ऑफ टाइम। नहीं जस्ट सॉरी
Swamiji, I'm also very bad. Even as I wake, that awareness comes. Is it morning? What happened? As a questions raised hota hai.
no
That awareness.
No. You have done your PhD with Nimhans in consciousness studies, and so bear in the mind, very precise question I am asking, that what is the first thing when you wake up you become conscious of?
बॉडी
नहीं आप लोग क्यों बोले, आपने तो आंसर दे दिया है, एग्जाम पेपर में आपका खत्म हो गया है, रॉन्ग राइट, दिस बेसिक डिसिप्लिन। What's that? What is, I'm asking a precise question. What is the first thing? You can say, maybe, no, one day I become conscious of husband, one day of children or God or something. I don't know. You take, but question is so precise. What is the first thing? Is it one thing every day or some invariable also? Someday something? Is it?
No, just aware.
We don't have idea. Americans are very rude people. Difficult to understand. Huh?
Just aware, and then next immediately.
I'm asking about next thing. The first thing only I'm asking. A basic thing.
Awareness, just aware.
Awareness.
Just aware. Just conscious हो जाते हैं.
हाँ चलो नहीं, इसका एक ही वर्ड में आंसर हो सकता है, ठीक है ना? If elaborate answer. So now see, we have got 80% marks, almost 90%. And that's, you see, बिल्कुल perfect 100%, your pass mark. No, but later, earlier you were failing and all that, we had to be helped and all that. So some marks will be reduced from you, Dr. Kanchan. But flying colors, yet finally 80% you have got. So no jiva, whether ant, sukar, kukar, pashu, pakshi, papi, punyatma, mahatma, duratma, scientist, nirakshar, the moment you wake up in the morning, there is the first one to rise is the light of consciousness, that is Brahmana, and in the light of consciousness, the Brahman, मेरा दीवार किधर है, मेरा बेड किधर है, मेरा पति इधर सोया है, मुझे कहाँ जाना है, एवरीथिंग हैपेंस आफ्टर। उस उपनिषद का यही मतलब है, तमेव भाषा सर्वमिदं विभाति। That is what? अभी मार्क्स नहीं मिलने वाला, लेकिन थोड़ा मिल जाएगा। The knower, the knowing principle, the light of consciousness, but the best one of yours only. It's answer is okay, but the I, the sense of I, and that sense of I, pure consciousness, that is Brahman. At that point of that I, formless I, conscious I, thereafter one becomes conscious of body, then ego-based I. But in the first, without exception, the Brahman, Brahma Prakash, Chaitanya Prakash, the light of consciousness has, for it is not sleeping, it ever was. So the sleeping mind and body, देखो अभी बता रहा हूं, यहां पर अब चले आओ। ये इस कमरे में अगर इस ट्यूबलाइट बुझा दो, अभी जल रहा है तो सब दिख रहा है, इसको बंद कर दो। अच्छा, तो हम यहां से बाहर चले गए, अंदर आ गए, ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं घटा। ये इल्यूमिनर बंद हो गया तो अभी, अच्छा अभी एक खेल कर लेते हैं, अभी लाइट बुझाओ 1 मिनट के लिए। इट इज द हाईएस्ट। अभी प्रवचन में कहीं दुनिया में मिलेगा नहीं आपको ये सब। जो बंद कर दो, ये गेट भी बंद करो। दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट मिलियन टाइम्स ऑफ योर पुण्य कर्मा फलित हुए हैं। सब आप खड़े हो जाना, उस स्विच बोर्ड के सामने खड़े होना और सब बुझा दो। आप लाइट बुझाओ नाउ। ओनली नहीं, वहीं खड़े रहो। अभी क्या हुआ है, केवल जो ये विद्युत प्रकाश था वो चला गया है। कि आप भी चले गए हो, आप तो कहीं गए नहीं हो, आप तो यहीं पर हो। मेरी वाणी भी सुनाई पड़ रही है, लेकिन आप मुझे नहीं देख पा रहे हो या फेंट दिख पा रहे हो। मैं आपका चेहरा नहीं दिख पा रहा हूं, सब कुछ एब्सेंट हो गया है मेरे बोध में। मुझे पता नहीं, गारंटी नहीं है। अगर 100%, ये तो इधर से लाइट आ रहा है, अगर 100% पिच डार्क हो जाए, आई वोंट बी एबल टू से फॉर श्योर दैट कौन यहां पर है कौन नहीं है। अब लाइट जलाओ। What was the difference? Two situations. You never went away nor came back. The difference was in presence and absence of light that illumines you. So light came first, or the knowledge that you are here or not here. The light came first. Are you getting my point? लाइट जब जल गया तो तब तो देखूंगा, तो मौके नहीं ये है जली चली नहीं गई है। इसको तो एक्सपेरिमेंट करके इतना प्रिसाइसली कर सकते हैं कि कुछ जानने के बाद नहीं। लाइट को बुझा दिया तो कौन चला गया नहीं चला गया कुछ नहीं कह सकते हैं। लेकिन लाइट के हमारे में यहां पर जो लोग हैं उनमें कुछ घटना अंतर नहीं आया। द चेंज, द एब्सेंस एंड प्रेजेंस ऑफ द लाइट हैपेंड फर्स्ट एंड लास्ट ऑल्सो, and that applied last also. So ब्रह्म, और यहां पर हम सब कुटस्थ थे। Now here come the kutastha chaitanya. That is the meaning. I had a very deliberate designed program. So our presence was kutastha, but light जो नहीं दिखाएगा तो हम एब्सेंट हो गए। तो स्वप्न की अवस्था में क्या होता है, शरीर मेरा मर गया, मेरा संसार मर गया। क्यों मर गया, तो माइंड मर गया, माइंड मर गया। लेकिन माइंड मर गया, इसका माइंड मर गया, उसको जानने वाला जो चैतन्य प्रकाश है वो नहीं मरा। तो वो तो सोया नहीं, माइंड सो गया तो मैं सुषुप्ति कहते हैं, मर गया सब कुछ, एज गुड एज डेड, ड्रीमलेस। तो शरीर मर गया, फिर ड्रीम देखा तो हाँ हाफ वेकिंग स्टेट, और जब जगा तो वास्तव में माइंड मरा था या सोया था, माइंड जग गया। लेकिन न सोया था न जगा था, जो कुटस्थ प्रकाश है वही तो। अगर आपने उस शर्मा का लड़का आया था एयरपोर्ट पर भेजा था तो टाइम पर भेज दिया ना। अगर आधा घंटा लेट आता तो मुझे वेट करना पड़ता ना कि स्वामी जी भी आए हैं कि नहीं, फोन कर रहा था मैं। तो कुटस्थ मतलब एवर प्रेजेंट रहा तो तत्काल पहचान लिया। तो अगर सुबह में उठते वक्त अगर चेतन नहीं आएगा तो क्या होगा? दैट इज द मीनिंग कि तमेव भाषा सर्वमिदं विभाति। तमे, उसके भाषित होने, प्रकाशित होने से ये समस्त जगत प्रकाशित भाषित अर्थात बोध में आता है, अस्तित्व में आता है। उसके नहीं होने से कुछ नहीं है। वो सबको देखता है, सबका प्रकाशक है, सबको जानता है, और वो उसे कोई नहीं जानता। वह कौन है? वो मैं हूं। और कितना ब्यूटीफुल, आई एम सो प्राउड ऑफ यू माय सिस्टर, कि वो वास्तव में वहां से भी अंतिम मेरे 8-10 वो दैट इज शुद्ध चैतन्य। कच्चा आमी पक्का आमी, रामकृष्ण परमहंस का पक्का आमी, शुद्ध चैतन्य अहम। तो इस द 100% मार्क्स विल बी गिवन ओनली टू नॉट इवन सेइंग चेतन। अहम वृत्ति आती है यहां पर अल्टीमेट। यू, वो तो कॉन्शियसनेस इज अ वर्ड, ब्रह्मन इज अ वर्ड, लाइट ऑल्सो इज अ वर्ड। द सेंस ऑफ आई, उसने भी परफेक्ट, उनका भी आंसर परफेक्ट था बिल्कुल। आई एम, I amness comes into existence. I amness was even present, but अज्ञान की अवस्था जो निद्रा जो कहते हैं, गहन निद्रा, प्राइमोर्डियल, कारण शरीर सूक्ष्म, तो कारण अवस्था में अपने में पड़ गया था। लेकिन उसके जाते ही I am, and I am अपने मूल स्वरूप में शुद्ध चैतन्य ब्रह्म। सो ब्रह्म चैतन्य, ब्रह्म प्रकाश जगता है, और लास्ट में जब रात में सोते भी हो तो लास्ट में वही प्रकाश के साथ स्लिप आउट करते हो आप. सो ड्यूरिंग द वेकिंग स्टेट, ड्यूरिंग द ड्रीमिंग स्टेट, ड्यूरिंग द sound sleep state, that's the constant light of consciousness that illumines the state of waking, sound sleep and dream, the light of all lights, and that is eternal light, non-dual light, sovereign light. वो दिव्य प्रकाश, चैतन्य प्रकाश, वही ब्रह्म प्रकाश, और वह स्वतः प्रकाश है. अहम प्रकाश है, अहम प्रकाश, अहम प्रकाश, वही अहम प्रकाश, अहम बोध है, और वही शुद्ध बोध स्वरूपो हम केवलो हम सदा शिवा. निधिध्यासन करेंगे कैवल्य उपनिषद पर, सुटेबल टू दिस ओनली. व्हाट हैपेंस, और इट इज हैपनिंग एवरी मॉर्निंग. और रिजोल्यूशन सारे कल्पा का मंत्र क्या है? मयि एव. और ब्रह्म सूत्र का क्या है? शास्त्र जनित्वात्, सबका उद्गम. अब यहां पर देखो, जो ब्रह्म है सबका उद्गम है, स्थिति है और प्रलय है. वो देखो ब्रह्म भी सिद्ध हो जाएगा. कैसे? मुझसे ही सब ब्रह्मांड उत्पन्न हो रहा है, मुझ में स्थित है, मुझ में विलीन हो जाता है. कैवल्य उपनिषद मंत्र, उस पर निधिध्यासन करेंगे. और वो याद रखना, मॉर्निंग वेकिंग, इस सब दैट इज प्रूविंग दैट. क्या? मयि एव सकलं जातं मयि सर्वं प्रतिष्ठितं मयि सर्वं लयं जाते तद्ब्रह्म अद्वयास्म्यहम्. I am that non-dual Brahman in which, upon which all the phenomenal universe of names and forms arises or born, in whom it exists and it dissolves back. I am that Brahman, that is light of consciousness, light of all lights, non-dual light, Advaya Prakasha. Mayi eva sakalam jatam, mayi sarvam pratishthitam, mayi sarvam layam jatam, तद ब्रह्म अद्वयात्मम, दैट अद्वितीय चैतन्य प्रकाश. अब विलीन कैसे होता है? रात में जब गहन निद्रा में जब डिजॉल्व हो जाता है. व्हेन यू स्लीप इनटू द साउंड स्लीप, entire world has dissolved into that pure light of pure consciousness, and it appears dissolved. Then in the morning, what is that same light? I was constant, I am constant. The world has appeared and disappeared, but I am constant factor. So that's why Advaya Gyan, Advaya Prakash, Sacchidananda Ghan Brahma, I alone am scientifically proven, Shruti Sammat, Yukti Sammat, Anubhuti Jagat. I am ever present. I alone am Nitya Vastu, Abhikari Vastu. Man is not Nitya. During the waking sound sleep, no mind, and it changes also. So I, a karta, a bhokta, sakshi cheta hi kevalo. The mind is doer and experience, but the light of the Chaitanya Prakash is neither enjoyer nor doer, but Sakshi Cheta Hi Kevalo, the illuminer witnessing consciousness alone, that even you go to deep sleep, last you sleep out of, and when you wake up in the morning, that is even the light of pure consciousness and Brahman are abstract. So that is everybody's experience. That is the word आई, अहम बोध हियर, और वह अहम बोध वही ब्रह्म है. अब तुम बताओ, तुम्हें वह जो तुम्हारा मैं, द सेंस ऑफ आई, द कॉन्शियस आई, द फॉर्मलेस आई, और इस पर अष्टावक्र में कल जो होगा उसमें आई विल, देयर आर वर्सेज, उसके थ्रू रिविलेट करेंगे दैट यू योरसेल्फ, देयर आर कच्चा आमी, पक्का आमी, निराकार अहम और साकार अहम. इन द मॉर्निंग when you wake up, it's not the sakar I, that's a subtle point. It's a nirakar aham. First you are aware, then it's a sakar aham. So nirakar aham first, that is Shuddha Brahma Chaitanya is experienced, and वह प्रकाशित हुआ उसके प्रकाश में सूर्य प्रकाश, चंद्र प्रकाश, तारा प्रकाश सब आते हैं. सो neither sun nor moon nor galaxy nor nothing. No one can illumine me, no one can know me, no one can observe me, but I know everyone. Me illumining, all get illumined. I am substratum of all light. I am light of light. That is meaning of do nididhyasana. Eka shloki, Advaita Vedanta. That is mantra. I will recite, do meditation. अंतर ज्योतिर्बहिर्ज्योति प्रत्यक ज्योति परात्पर. अंतर ज्योति बहिर्ज्योति प्रत्यक ज्योति परात्पर. ज्योतिर्ज्योति स्वयं ज्योति आत्म ज्योति शिवस्म्यहम. आत्म ज्योति शिवस्म्यहम. आत्म ज्योति शिवस्म्यहम. I am the light of self, light of consciousness. I am Shiva. Shiva is none other light of self, light of consciousness. And that light of all lights, I am sovereign light, the higher than the highest light. There is none higher, superior. I am चैतन्य प्रकाश, ज्ञान प्रकाश, दिव्य प्रकाश, शिव प्रकाश, ब्रह्म प्रकाश. अंतः प्रकाशित, बाहर प्रकाशित. प्रकाशित, entire world is illumined by me. I reveal the experiences of body and senses within and out also. I am present every moment, everywhere, in every atom. Me shining, everything shines, and I am one non-dual. शिवा आत्म प्रकाश स्वरूप शिवा. शिवोहम 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 सच्चिदानंदोहम दिव्य प्रकाशानंदोहम ब्रह्मानंदोहम.